I'm now joined by UFC featherweight champion Alex Volkanovski. He'll be fighting Ilia Topuria at UFC 298. We'll get into that in a little bit. But Alex, I gotta ask you about meeting Tom Brady, NFL legend. I've seen you throwing the ball with him, got to talk to him with afterwards. As a competitor, what was it like being able to get advice and kind of pick the brain of somebody like Tom?
Yeah, so I didn't just meet him. I was lucky enough because he was guest speaking at that function. So I was able to go there and really listen to him talk about, work ethic and just what makes him tick. Little things to be a champion. What it takes to be a champion. I definitely seen some things that I could relate to in the way his mindset was and mentality, which is obviously awesome to see. So it was great meeting him. And great listening to a legend sort of break down those types of things because, what he's accomplished is just incredible. So, you love to see those things, you love to hear about it, and you love to meet them guys too.
Well, you speak about mindset, and you were very open and candid after your last fight about your mental health and kind of the issues that you face and you deal with. What does the kind of process looks like coming into this next fight to make sure that you're mentally in the right space to perform?
Oh, yeah, look, it's just, obviously I was in a little vulnerable spot there, you know what I mean? So I know a lot of people are, going to look into that a fair bit. Obviously, I just got KO'd as well, you know what I mean? So people do need to remember that. But at the same time, it's, that's a part of the game, but what I love about this whole thing, everyone does get vulnerable, but I mean, not every day people get to see the bounce back. This is going to be live in front of the world to see my bounce back. So everyone's seen sort of what happened last time. Now they get to see me go out there and, teach this bloke a lesson. You know what I mean? A bit of a humbling experience it's going to be for him. And I can't wait to do that. Again, this is a part of my story. I can't wait to really go out there and remind everyone of the champion I've been for a while now and still am, and just can't wait to go out there and show that. So, like, for me, it was play on. Straight after that, play on, like, all good. Obviously, it stung. Losing isn't easy. But as soon as I got the date, we moved the date, obviously, a month later to make sure, we prepared properly and gave the amount of rest, gave the amount of easing into training, and then the amount of time, good amount of time to obviously do the camp as well. So we followed all the protocols, did everything, and, feel great. Obviously training hard and fit in really good nick, and just can't wait to go out there and, prove myself once again.
Well, you definitely seem very focused ahead of this one. And I mean, you've been doing this for an incredibly long time. I remember watching you win the Rochambeau featherweight title back in 2013, 2014. It's been a minute. So when you've kind of seemingly done it all, you've multiple title defenses at the highest level of the sport. What really do you attribute having such a laser focus and continuing to have that motivation day in, day out where you kind of are at your career?
I mean, it's who I am, I think, but not only that, just, where I live, my family, like, it all keeps me grounded. I go out there, win world titles, we're getting a ball thrown from Tom Brady or, hanging out with Mark Zuckerberg and, and then I'm home and then I'm just dad. You know what I mean? I'm just dad. I'm the same guy I was 10 years ago. I completely forget about all that type of stuff. And I get back in the gym. I'm in the gym straight after my fights, after I win a world title, literally the next week. And that just keeps me, I completely forget about all that. And, I've got another job. This guy's the guy you're fighting, and bang, that's it. Like, that's just how I am. It's easy for me to be laser focused because, each time I step in there, it's a new job. It's a new job I need to do, a new challenge. And, I love that. I thrive in challenging myself and being in these positions. So it's always exciting for me. I'm disciplined. I'm going to train all year round. But when you get a date locked in, it's so easy for me to be like, all right, let's do what we need to do. Even as a champion, I feel like my commitment to the sport, I swear, it like doubled. You know what I mean? Like, if I go into the gym, like, every minute I'm spending in there, I'm like locking in techniques. I'm trying to, get into the really into the details of absolutely everything and absolutely love it. I'm picking everyone's brains the whole time, going through positions, probably boring them, you know what I mean? Because that's how much I am passionate about this and how much I take this serious. Even though I've been in this game for a while and been champion for a while, it's nothing changes. I'm still as motivated as ever and disciplined as ever and passionate as ever.
Well, you talked about being a dad, and how do you kind of manage kind of putting on champion hat and then taking that off and putting on the dad hat? I know you've got a couple of beautiful daughters. How does that kind of manage with training camp, going away to fight? How do you kind of figure that out and make sure that you're still dad and there for them as well?
Yeah, so that's it. Obviously, you need to take recovery serious, but at the same time, you want to make sure you got time with the family, and it's that's just how it is. Being in camp, I'm lucky enough where I can bring everyone to me, so I don't need to travel for camp. The gym's pretty much around the corner. I'll go in there, do what I need to do, go home, whether it's resting or hanging out with the fam, and just being dad. So it's easy for me to not get distracted. That's why when I'm in camp, it's easy. When I'm not in camp, that's when you want to try and be the best dad you can be, but then you're going to have other obligations and you're meant to be training, but it's harder to because you still want to be dad. So, but when you're in camp, it's very easy. It's simple. You're in the gym, busting your ass, and your dad. You know what I mean? That's that. So it's which is good because right now that's all I need to focus on. And so I need to focus on my career and my family. And when I'm in camp, I get to do both, and I get to do it properly. You know what I mean? Capitalize on my time. Right now, especially in my career, I'm in my prime. Who knows how long that's going to last? So let's get to work. You know what I mean? So that's why you see me be active and doing what I need to do.
Well, speaking of career, UFC 298 is the next one. You've got Ilia Topuria standing in front of you across that cage, undefeated, up and coming prospect and challenger. He's kind of tried to take some digs at you on social media, calling you old, which I took offense to that as somebody who is also in their mid-30s, by the way. I don't think 35 is very old, but he also kind of he's wanting you to retire. What are your thoughts on him saying stuff like that ahead of this fight? Do you think it's all talk, or does he truly believe what he's saying?
I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously, I think he does believe a lot that he does say. I think he's a confident guy. Maybe some of the other stuff might be a bit of hype, him just trying to hype up the fight, which is always fun. It's good. It's exciting for me because I just get to sit back and be like, all right, sweet. All I need to do is go out there, teach you a lesson, humble you, and that's a perfect ending to that story. You know what I mean? So it is easy for me. He's doing the right thing because he should be. He's got given a good opportunity to fight for the title right now. Hype it up. Do what you need to do. Say what you need to be. Say what needs to be said. If you think that's what people want to see, play the bad guy. No worries. I'm happy being the good guy, and I'm happy teaching you the lesson and humbling you. And again, this part of the story or my career, or my story, obviously after the last one, the bounce back, and having an undefeated prospect in Ilia who talks, he's young. Yeah, man, he's just, he's very, very confident. So, he's playing the part well. So, again, he's very fitting for my story right now. So I'm stoked with it. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. I don't know if he's trying to get in my head. Obviously, that doesn't happen. But, yeah, so I can't wait to go out there and just do my thing. It's like I said, it's easy for me. I train hard, go out there and really put it on him. I don't think, look, my goal for this one isn't just winning. I want to go out there. I'm saying I want to embarrass this bloke. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I'm trying to embarrass him, but what I plan on doing, going out there, I want him to realize that there is levels. I want him to be like, oh wow, I'm nowhere near this level, which is going to be very embarrassing after all the talk he's been doing. So, the polite way of saying it, I'm just going to teach him a lesson, but he will be embarrassed. He will be, eating his own words. He will literally have to go back to the drawing board and realize, all right, that's a whole nother level. How do I get there? So, he's going to thank me later. When everything's said and done, he's going to thank me for really humbling him. And if he ever wants to be a great champion or anything like that, that obviously doesn't start anytime soon. But maybe after I do what I plan on doing, maybe he learns a bit, and then maybe he will bounce back from that. and then he can thank me for it.
Well, Alex, well, we thank you for joining us. Good luck at UFC 298. We look forward to the performance.
Thank you. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.